Hello everyone, this is Vipul Purohit and you're watching my YouTube channel. My dear friends, I welcome you to the second edition of the World Test Championship Finals. दोस्तों मैंने फर्स्ट एडिशन में आपको स्टैटिस्टिकल कंपैरिजन दिया था बिटवीन इंडिया एज वेल एज न्यूजीलैंड। जब आपस में जब वो टेस्ट मैचेस खेल रहे तो उनका परफॉर्मेंस किस प्रकार का है। उसके बाद फाइनल्स तक का जो सफर तय किया है इंडिया और न्यूजीलैंड ने, तो उसके बारे में हमने स्टैटिस्टिकल रिपोर्ट कंसीडर किया था। अब इस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो में दोस्तों हम चर्चा करेंगे कंपैरिजन बिटवीन द टू कैप्टन्स। द स्टैटिस्टिक्स क्या बोलता है दो कैप्टन्स के बीच में। इंडिया का कैप्टन यू नो वेरी वेल, यस, द मोस्ट वाइब्रेंट, द मोस्ट एंथुसियास्टिक एंड वन ऑफ द मोस्ट सक्सेसफुल कैप्टन सो फार, and it's Virat Kohli. And the second one, New Zealand, it's Williamson. So here we go for the statistical comparison between these two captains. Okay, first we'll be going into their individual performances and then we will be looking into their captaincy records. All right, so here we go for the statistical comparison between the two captains, Virat Kohli of India and Kane Williamson of New Zealand. So we start with the first factor, and that is the age factor. Very close, 32 years of age. Virat Kohli is 1988 born, and Kane Williamson is 1990 born, so he's of 30 years. Next is we go into the test matches. 91 test matches being played by Virat Kohli as against 84 matches being played by Kane Williamson. The total innings played, once again, it's very close. 153 innings played by Virat Kohli and Williamson has played 146 innings. Runs being scored, once again, you can see it's very close. It's 7,490 by the Indian captain, and the Kiwi captain is 7,129. The average as well, you can just see it's neck to neck in all the parameters. The Indian captain has a healthy average of 52.37, slightly better for the New Zealand captain for 53.60. Now the centuries. 27 centuries by the Indian captain Virat Kohli. 7 of them are double hundreds. Whereas Kane Williamson has got 24 centuries against his name with 4 double hundreds. So there are 3 double hundreds more by the Indian captain. Going to the 50s, 25 half centuries for Virat Kohli, whereas 32 half centuries for Williamson. The highest score being registered by Virat Kohli, the individual highest score, 254 not out, whereas Kane Williamson, 251. Virat Kohli was being not out for 10 innings so far in his career, whereas Williamson not out for 13 innings. Well, we have another factor, which is about the ducks. On how many occasions these batsmen, one of the best batsmen in the world right now, have out on duck. So Virat Kohli being out on duck on 12 occasions, whereas Kane Williamson on 9 occasions. So you can see this, my dear friends, the comparison, almost very close. We now go into the next part, and that is the most important, captaincy records for the team, how they have done for the team as leaders. Okay, that we will have a look at. So here Virat Kohli is much more experienced. 60 test matches he has captained the Indian side as against 36 for Kane Williamson. Now, out of the 60 matches that Virat has captained the Indian side, 36 times India has won the test matches, whereas New Zealand, under the captaincy of Williamson, 21 matches were being registered as winners. Well, 14 test matches we lost under the captaincy of Virat, whereas 8 test matches New Zealand lost under the leadership of Williamson. 10 test matches were being drawn under Virat, whereas 7 test matches were being drawn under Williamson. The winning percentage, if you go for, so it's almost close. 60% is the winning percentage for the Indian captain, just a slight upper edge, as against 58.33 for Kane Williamson. Now we look into the victories and the home series. So for Virat, when we check it out, it's 23 test matches are being won under his leadership out of the 30 test matches being played at home. As against Ken Williamson has steered his team for a victory in 16 test matches out of the 22 matches he has captained in the home series. In the away series, not a good record for Virat Kohli. He was able to guide India to victory in 13 test matches out of 30, whereas still a bad record for Williamson, able to make sure that his team wins only on 5 occasions out of the 13 test matches that he captained. Now we look into the contribution of the captains towards the respective teams. As a captain, Virat has scored 5,392 runs, whereas Williamson has scored 3,092 runs. There's a difference, obviously, because there's a difference in the number of test matches that these two have captained. But when you check the average of these two captains is very close enough, with Virat having an average of 58.60, while Williamson having an average of 60.62. Now, as captains, Virat has scored 20 centuries. 6 of them were double centuries, whereas Williamson has scored 11 centuries, 3 of which are double centuries. We go into the 50s, the half centuries. So Virat has scored 15 half centuries, as against Williamson scored 13 half centuries. Yes, my dear friends, what do you feel? It's going to be a very tough fight, isn't it? Yeah, both of them are neck to neck. We'll say that amongst the current cricketers, these two are one of the best ones. Okay, Virat Kohli and Williamson. Of course, there are 2 others also, Joe Root of England and Stephen Smith of Australia. But anyways, here we are going to discuss about Kohli as well as Williamson. So it's very neck and neck. Okay, so anything can happen, my dear friends. But yes, one thing is guaranteed, and that is this particular fight is going to be very interesting. Okay, ये जो मुकाबला होने वाला है वो बिल्कुल फाइनल्स के जैसा होने वाला है. तो जैसे मैं आपको कह सकता हूँ कि the most deserving team has reached the finals. Okay, ऐसे हम जरूर बोल सकते हैं. So let us cross our fingers and wait for that day. You know that day? Yes, 18 June to 22nd June. This is the time period where we'll come to know that who is going to be that World Test Champion. Can be 3 possibilities, my dear friends. First, of course, we all would like, all the Indian fans would like Virat Kohli to lift that cup. Or it can be, the second option is, it can be New Zealand. Or even the third option is, if you remember, I told you in my previous video, in the first edition, and that is, if due to some or the other reasons, it's going to be a draw, then, of course, on one side will be Virat Kohli, the other side will be Williamson, and both will be holding the World Cup. Anything can happen, so my dear friends, just have a look at it. Thank you very much for being with me for these two editions, and let us hope that the best team lift this World Cup. Thank you for watching this video. Take care, everyone.